Yo that, what's going on, man? You already know who it is, you know what it is. It's your boy Philly Fresh, aka the General, here reporting for duty. This video might make and confuse a lot of people, and I understand. Shout out to a lot of people, man. Shout out to Gate City, shout out LB, Lil Brunson, shout out Philly Talk Podcast. And I want to give a shout out to Rock the Artist, man, because I know this is going to hit him. This is going to hurt hard when I say what I'm going to say. When I say what I'm going to say, I know it's going to hurt Rock the Hardest, man. Henry Ruggs is not a number one receiver. Point blank period. Hold on. Let me get this drawn down. Henry Ruggs is not a number one receiver, man. The more that I look, the more that I break things down, he's a speedster. He has immaculate talent. His speed is probably top 1, top 2 in the draft. But he don't got the full package. He doesn't have the catch radius. And some of these things I'm about to name, you can't teach. Just like you really can't teach speed. Can you get faster? Yeah, that can happen. But you really can't teach these things that I'm about to say. The catch radius is off the charts. He's only 5'11". He's probably a little bit shorter than that. Y'all know how they do. They give you an inch or give you an inch or two. See what I'm saying? Then you look at his targets last year. You look at his targets. He had 55 targets. Hold on, I want to get to his catches real fast. He had 40 catches. But my thing with that is he averaged 18 yards a catch. Now, you look at it and say, damn, that's good, right? But when you only got 55 targets and 40 receptions, it's like, damn, if you ain't going for the long ball, that's it. You know what I mean? I tried to break down some comeback routes from him, can't find them. I tried to break down some hitch routes. I can't really find them. Not saying he doesn't do that, but not to the level of a dude like Denzel Mims or Rhaegar. He doesn't like Denzel Mims, route running, should I say. He doesn't high point the ball like a dude like Rhaegar. These dudes that I'm about to name can be number ones. And here's the thing. It's not like, see, this is why we're in a peculiar situation right now, because we have Deshaun Jackson. So he's going to be your why. He's going to be your speed guy. He's going to have a guy that's going to take off the top. But you need a possession guy. And Ruggs is not a possession guy. You need a guy that's going to move the sticks along with Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert, dudes like that. We don't really need 2 small speed wide receivers on the end. You need you a speed one. We got Deshaun Jackson. We know that he's not going to be here. He's not going to be here forever. Probably for the next 2 years. But at the same time, you have to look at the team that we got right now. See what I'm saying? So if you get Ruggs, right, you still don't got a number one. You still don't got a guy that defenses say. Now, it's a difference between, I'm going to get to that in a minute. You still got a guy that defenses, you still don't have a guy that defense is going to say, yo, shut him down. We got to find a way to get at him. Denzel Mims was that person. You got to remember that Ruggs had Judy on the other side of him. So he never really was that number one. Mims was the number one the whole time he was in college. Rhaegar was the number one the whole time he was in college. Shoot, even Jefferson. If we look at Jefferson's stats, and I really don't think he can be a number one. I really think he's a slot guy, but I think he has a bigger chance of being a number one rather than Ruggs. So you look at him. He had 111 receptions, 18 touchdowns. See what I'm saying? He only averaged 13. He only averaged 13.9. Talking about Justin Jefferson. But at the same time, you got to understand a lot of those was possession receiver routes and stuff like that. Here's the thing with Ruggs. We know he can fly. But other than that, what else can he do? He is a good player. His talent is His talent is off the Richter scale when you talk about speed. But when we talking about the route tree, he don't got it. Not like these other dudes do, man. He really doesn't, man. It's a lot of dudes that you can move back instead of moving up to get Ruggs. Here's my thing, right? I know. I've been screaming Ruggs for the longest, man. If you're still with me on this video and you're not mad at me right now, just understand, I know I've been screaming Ruggs for the longest. But then when I sit there and I break down tape and I understand and I sit there and I talk to people, and you got to understand what kind of player that we need right now. We need an X receiver, somebody, a possession receiver, somebody that's going to high point the ball, a red zone receiver, all of that. You have that in these other receivers. You don't got that in Ruggs, man. I'm sorry to say it. We know we want speed. I want speed. But Mims is fast too. But Mims runs routes. His route tree is way better than Ruggs. And I don't want to give up another pick. I don't want to give up another pick, man. So for right now, how I'm feeling with the draft being in 7 days, you know, me, Gate City, and Philly Talk Podcast, aka Philly might be going live around this time. So maybe I'll feel different. But right now, I don't feel as though, not saying I'll be mad if we took Ruggs. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Ruggs is not a number one receiver. Let me know what y'all think about that. Second half of the video coming up. But y'all know what it is. A word from my sponsor. You see it. But in an accident, somebody hit your mirror, you ain't know nothing about it. You need a door, need a window, whatever you need, man. BBC got you. Bodybuilders collision, man. 108 East Baltimore Pike, man. If you're in the tri-state area, get into a fender better, they hook you up. Tell them Fully Fresh sent you. They do you real good. Now, second half of this video, shout out to Jason Kelce. He came on a joint talking about he retiring. Then he said it's from arm wrestling. Cool. I think we need to understand that Jason Kelce is a very, very substantial part of this offense. The things that he does, being undersized, being able to get upfield and block, being able to make sure that he gets the line ready, being able to point out is so substantial to Carson Wentz. Being able to point out what dudes is coming on a blitz and stuff like that. If it's a stunt coming, if he feels as though it's a stunt coming. And Carson Wentz really trusts this guy. I'm saying this because we probably only had this dude for another year or two. So in this draft, I feel as though we probably might have to get a center. Ain't no might about it. If you can find one, you need to get one. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to just talk about wide receiver, but it's a lot of holes that we're going to have to fill, especially in the near future. And Jason Kelce is one of them, man. Shout out to Jason Kelce. He's one of my top 20 all-time Eagles. Undersized at his position, fights every play. And he talked that ish, like me. Man, I just had to hit on that real fast, man. Shout out to Jason Kelce coming back again. Y'all know what it is. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all.